Hello everyone, my name is Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is November 23rd, 2024. And it seems as if we are getting a rejection from Bitcoin at 99K. Looks like 99K is a strong resistance and it's unlikely that we break it. I'm going to say why that is. I'm also going to say that altcoins will also, if Bitcoin rejects to where we believe it's going and where the chart shows that it's likely going, altcoins will also experience a strong rejection. So I just want to say at the outset of the video that now would be a good time to take profit on any big runs. Not financial advice, but financial advice. So let's get started. Let's start with this Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame. Now, I just want to draw your attention to this stochastic RSI momentum indicator that's crossing bearish right here. Look at that on the daily time frame. Do you see that? Boom, boom, boom. You're crossing bearish. You're likely coming down. And look, when I say that, you know, there's very little support to the downside for Bitcoin. I mean, the chart on the daily time frame shows that. Obviously, the first level of support is the top of this sideways triangle consolidation, this wedge consolidation, right? But is it strong enough to hold? Very unlikely. In my experience, very unlikely that it's strong enough to hold the actual price for a long enough period of time. It's more likely than not that we experience a bounce at this location, but just a bounce. So next level of support is going to be the top of this multi-year wedge, and even that may not be strong enough. The strong level of support is clearly down at 71K, and I'm going to show you on another chart why that is also a very strong level of support and very high probability trade to the downside or move to the downside, okay? So let's go into that other chart. Let's see here. This is from my master chart of Bitcoin. And here, basically, it's Bitcoin trading for the lifetime of its existence. And I've charted it out. And you can see here, so basically this channel, this blue channel that you see is many years long. Okay, many years. Not one, not two, but whatever 4,300 plus days is. It's many years, okay? And Bitcoin right now, so why did I say that 100K, not only being psychological resistance, because it's a nice clean number, everybody thinks six figures, is first time in six figures, so that's a really strong psychological resistance. A lot of traders are going to put sell orders in at 100K. A lot of algorithms, a lot of institutions are going to say, okay, that is a point of resistance. But look at this chart, okay? Again, this channel that you see, 4,300 plus days, the bottom of it right here is where we're at. So 100K is essentially peaking in to the bottom of this channel that we broke down from in August of 22. So August of 22 broke down from the bottom of this channel, and it took us 2+ years to regain this channel, and 100K is basically meeting the resistance of the bottom of this 4,300 day channel. That's another reason why 100,000 is unlikely to be broken, as many traders on TikTok and Twitter seem to think. You don't go up in a straight line. And the savvy trader, the savvy investor knows when to take profit. I'm going to show you, we're going to look at one altcoin today. We're going to look at Cardano. This is a great time to take profit in Cardano if you have yet to do so. We're going to look at that, right? You need to know when to take profit. Obviously, everybody's trading thesis is going to be different. Some people are going to decide to just buy and hold, not touch it for the length of the bull run or whatever they think the bull run is, or 5-10 years. Some people are going to DCA. But if you're trading in and out and you're taking profit at high resistance levels, we're going to look at why Cardano is a good place to take resistance, and other assets as well, but Cardano particularly, right? Bitcoin, obviously, right? Just like we spoke here. All right, so that's Bitcoin. That's where I see it. And that's why I think our move down to the 70, 71K region is more likely than not to happen. And I've talked about this before. I'm not going to rehash the analysis, but on the small time frames, coming down, you're coming down to a very important support level. And actually, one thing I didn't talk about before is how important this support level is. Look at this. And I don't know how many people are talking about it, but what do you see here? So I extended the red support line from where it was, just at the top of this 7-month bullish reversal pattern. I extended it all the way back to 2020, because look at what we've been forming. We've basically formed a massive inverse head and shoulders. And so if you want a bull market target for Bitcoin, it's going to be this, more or less, plus or minus something, whatever. But because these targets are never like pinpoint, they usually overrun them by a little bit. But this is, and I'm not going to talk about this channel or this episode. You can, look at this on your own. But this is a clear resistance of an inverse head and shoulders of a bullish reversal pattern. And we broke out of a 4-year, right? Because that's from 2020, right? 4-year resistance. You think we're not going to come back and retest it as support? This is, again, basic fundamental or basic technical analysis. Any pattern, breakout, retest, breakout. So basically the run up from 70 to 100 was the breakout. You want to retest the neckline that was previous resistance as new support, and then the breakout. So this retest is what we're looking for, and this is why a lot of people are going to be shocked. A lot of people who are envisioning 120 plus Bitcoin, who are saying the bull market is basically started, we're not taking profit. I still contend that the bull market has yet to start. This choppy chop bullshit, Bitcoin going from 70 to 100K in 3 weeks, which is not, it's bullish in the sense that it's upwards momentum, it's, positive price action, it's higher highs and higher lows, but it's not what we expect from a proper bull run. You're going to see, we're not going to get that until this retest. And that's when you can expect the price to fly, not just in Bitcoin, but in other assets. So this is really important. And I know some people are feeling like, oh, I left so much on the table, or I feel FOMO because I didn't take part in that move from 70K to 100K. But honestly, you haven't missed a thing. And this, nobody's talking about the fact that the bull market hasn't even started. That 70 to 100K move, you're going to have again. You're going to get another chance. So what you need to do now is protect your capital. Maybe take profit if you can. Get back in when we get to 70, 71K. Then deploy like crazy, because that is the support level that's proven for the past 4 years. And that, again, is the base of the multi-year wedge that Bitcoin's been in for 4,300 days. That is what you're getting back in. Basically, Bitcoin's trading in the larger channel of its entire trading history. So I really hope that this is clear. This is my opinion, obviously, but it's based off of sound technical analysis. And yeah, do with that what you will. Now let's talk about altcoins. Okay, first thing I want to say when talking about altcoins is watch this. Okay, so altcoins ran a little bit. Let me fix my screen. Guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. Consider buying me a coffee at the pinned comment below. So here you go. I put this red rectangle in as a support level, and I've done it quite a bit ago. And the idea was, once it hits red, you sell. Okay? Once it hits red, you sell. Why? Because Bitcoin dominance is coming down to a level of support where it's going to follow up by a move up. And a move up in Bitcoin dominance typically means Bitcoin's dropping and altcoins are dropping even harder. Okay? So move down from a high level of resistance in Bitcoin dominance, right? Bitcoin dominance comes down. You sell. And this is still kind of consolidating, but you sell. You sell your altcoins. You sell. This is one of the indicators that tells you this is when you sell altcoins. When you find Bitcoin dominance on support, you sell, because Bitcoin dominance is likely to reprise or to follow up that support test with a move to the upside. And that move to the upside is going to be reflective of Bitcoin dropping and altcoins dropping even more. A lot of analysts seem not to understand this indicator. This indicator isn't what makes altcoins dump, is not what makes a Bitcoin dump. It's reflective of what Bitcoin does and what altcoins are doing, and you just see it in another way. You can, it's just like looking at another form of data, okay? And the other thing I want to show you before we go into Cardano is this total 3 chart. Remember, the total 3 chart is all of crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so this is basically showing you all the altcoins minus Bitcoin, or all the altcoins minus Ethereum, and obviously minus Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's not an altcoin, it's the coin. And we had this bullish reversal pattern here in the total 3 chart, and that's clearly the neckline. And I said we have to break out, and that's going to be the target. How did we get the target? Once again, the target of any inverse head and shoulders bullish reversal pattern, it's the height of the pattern superimposed from the side of breakout. So once again, you hit your target and maybe you go a little above, which is fine, but that's essentially hitting the target, just like Bitcoin did, right? But at this point, what do you expect? Well, given that this is a bullish reversal pattern, given that this is a sort of pattern breakout, you expect a retest of the resistance as support. So again, even just like I said, for Bitcoin, if you feel FOMO, don't feel FOMO. You didn't miss anything. Yes, it'd be nice to catch some of the profits from 70 to 100K and then, reinvest, but you have to know to take profit so you can reinvest or go buy yourself something nice. The smart people are selling 100K and buying whatever the fuck they want and reinvesting after the big flush. But you have to be able to see it on the charts. Same thing with altcoins. Not every altcoin is going to do exactly the same thing. But when people, especially for my Cardano people, and by the way, anytime I have consulting sessions, which you can book, by the way, on my Buy Me a Coffee website, I do consulting for portfolios, large and small. I've told every serious investor, big, medium, small, look at Cardano. And I've been saying this for years. Buy Cardano. Buy Cardano. Serious project, serious team, good fundamentals. I like the chart. The chart is basically finished wave 2. It's going to go into wave 3. We'll look at that in a second. Buy it, because the next bull run, it's going to fly, 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 fly. And I even have targets and all that stuff. In any case, even Cardano, you will get a chance to get back in, because my Cardano people are saying, hey, Dean, you told me Cardano is going to retrace it. It hasn't retraced. It's been going up, 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 up. Yeah, even Cardano will retrace significantly, as we'll see. As you can see from this chart, the aggregate of altcoins are going to retrace back to this level. This is when you buy altcoins, right here. A lot of people are buying the top. A lot of people are super excited. I get it. They think, oh, Bitcoin ran, altcoins are going to run, and that's it. But if you really look carefully, you have a lot of corrective breakouts that are likely to retrace upon themselves. Let's end the video by doing an analysis of Cardano. I'm not going to do a complete analysis, but I'm going to give you a little something, okay? And like I said, you can order those complete analyses on my Buy Me a Coffee website at the pinned comment below. Okay, Cardano, ADA against UST, beautiful for everybody. My guy at Trader Joe's, Kouassi, who I told to buy this, and I said, after the next bull run, if I don't see you, I'll be so happy, because he's been DCAing into this. I hope he held his positions already. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is why you should take profit. And I'll give you 2 good reasons. Look at this this impulse right here. Okay? You pull fibs on this impulse. Look at the phi ratio. Okay, the phi ratio is a very important ratio in nature and in math, and it's typically resistance when you're below it, support when you're above it. Look at where we are. Look at what the price hit, literally to the penny, on the phi ratio of this previous impulse to the downside. That's number 1. And if I'm in Cardano and I set a target to the upside, it would have been to that level, also being that, you have this swing high here. But you also have swing highs here and here and here. But that is a very nice level, okay? Because you did this and then you lost this level. And that was support. Now it's resistance. Support for, for basically all of 21, more than a year, it was lost. Now it becomes resistance when you meet it again, okay? So that's the idea for that level. The second reason is look at this resistance, this diagonal ascending resistance that you can trace from the consolidation of Cardano over the year 2023 until present. There's a clear resistance, diagonal resistance that we just hit, which is coincident with the 0618. This is why I texted my guy at Trader Joe's, take profit. I don't know if he's going to listen. I don't know if he already has, but it would be a great time to take profit. Now, question is, if you do take profit, is it just going to consolidate at resistance and break out? Unlikely. Why? Because the larger context, the environment is a bearish one. Bitcoin is going to dump seriously if it does anything that we think it will. And in that case, if Bitcoin dumps, the whole market dumps. So this is likely to dump. Also, where to? Well, if you look at this as, I think I lost my pen. It's okay. As a consolidation, okay? It's a funky looking consolidation, but it's a consolidation nonetheless, right? It's a triangle consolidation for your bear market, right? Your bear market consists of the declension or downtrend followed by accumulation. So if you look at the accumulation portion of the bear market, you are at the resistance, and a lot of altcoins are at the resistance of the high, the top, the neckline of the consolidation. Given that you made a channel that lasted for more than a year, what must channels do before they actually leave the boundaries of that channel? And this is, again, basic trading. You have to retest the midline of that channel, which would be somewhere here. So I would not be surprised if in Cardano, and now let's remove this and pull some fibs. In Cardano, I'm taking the Fibonacci retracement and I'm coming down to 52 cents or even lower, right? Expect even lower if you get a 786 retrace. You can come all the way down to 42 cents. So I'm targeting either 52 or 42 because I don't know if this is a flat correction, because most coins are in flat correction, right? So it may be down to 52 cents, maybe down to 42 cents. Okay, but that's a significant retracement from $1.13, which was the high. But do you see how in a bull market, in crypto, the gains are massive, but also the retracements are massive? Please understand that. The only reason we're able to make life-changing wealth on these massive gains and Cardano is able to go up 230, 40% over a 3-week period is because the retracements from that run are equally massive. You have to plan for that. So that is it. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was useful. Again, like, share, and subscribe if you got value. If you want to order an altcoin analysis, it's on my Buy Me a Coffee website. If you want a thorough, lengthy, hour, 2-hour call for me for portfolio sort of structuring and what to choose and how to trade this and that, that can also be ordered. It's not on my Buy Me a Coffee. I probably should put it there, but maybe I will later on. But yeah, you can also reach out to me through the Buy Me a Coffee website for that. All right, take care, everybody. Hope you're well. Bye.